Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. Let's talk about Survivor 43. We got to do a draft and talk about
what?
this cast.
Oh, what? Survivor 43 is here?
Yeah, I know. 43. It's back. Thank God.
It's here, you guys. But first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
And you can support the channel on Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Nerdtainment.
Well, we can't just draft by ourselves, you guys.
We can't.
That would be
We got,
so boring.
A lot of people drafting with us.
That's right. We have a big old crew. Not that it adds up mathematically, but we'll get to that. First, let's say a very big, exciting welcome for the first time, Danny McCray.
Danny McCray. Yes.
How y'all doing? Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
God, we're so excited to have you. Not only did you play Survivor, but you just recently won the Challenge USA. So
Yes.
You're kind of a big deal.
Challenge champion, yes. Moving on to the next round.
That's what I was going to say. You'll be back on the challenge.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's right. All right. And then also, we have our favorite lady. Joleen is here.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. I feel like we were just here for Big Brother, and I need to know, am I winning that draft? Because I haven't been paying attention.
You know what?
You're
still in it. You're not winning yet, but you're still in it. I think you have Monty or somebody who is
I do, unfortunately.
going to make it to the end. So you, Joleen, you
might win.
You're in it. That's all I'm going to say.
I hope I don't win. Who has Taylor? I hope they win.
Chantel.
You had Taylor. Oh, Chantel has Taylor.
Chantel has Taylor, and Chantel has been in the negatives because Taylor has been nominated so many times. But if she wins, I guess, then maybe Chantel will have enough points. I have no idea. Yeah. Yay. Welcome. Chantel is a part of this draft, but she is not here. So it's gonna get a little complicated because I have her picks. She is a part of this. Danny, as our ranking Survivor player here, has chosen to go 5th. So our order was David, Sarah, Joleen, Chantel, Danny, and we snake back, and we only are going to get 3 players, and there's going to be like 2 left over or 3 left over.
I was wondering how many would be left over.
It didn't work out mathematically. It didn't.
Yeah. I am jealous of Danny's positioning because I feel like you're going to get 2 back-to-back. You're like, still when we have good players to pick and you get 2 right in a row. I'm jealous of that.
He's like, I know. That's why I picked that.
I'm in it to win it.
Yeah.
Right? Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. When we do draft someone, I will pull up their photo. We can talk about them, get ourselves pumped and ready for tomorrow's premiere. We've learned a couple things. We learned that there's some twists not returning. Remember when it was like so fun that 41 and 42 were shot back to back and we can just do the same thing over and over again. Danny's favorite hourglass twist is not returning.
I'm so sorry, Danny. When I saw that news, I thought he's devastated.
I'm sorry that it ever was put into the game.
Yeah.
Congratulations to season 43 for not having to deal with that.
You're like, I'm so happy for them that they don't have that terrible twist.
What was the other one? It was that and, was it the do or die?
Do or die.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are not coming back. I think we'll all
Which I get why they got rid of, because it played out perfectly 2 seasons in a row. Like, with people. They're like, okay, we played that one out.
I guess. Like, well, what are the odds?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone could figure out.
I'm sure someone could calculate them, but it's not going to be me.
No.
I think Xander might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Well, the premiere is a 2-hour premiere tomorrow night. Get pumped up. David, are we doing a Survivor recap tomorrow?
We are.
Okay, great. We were not sure. We've been going back and forth if we were doing Survivor or Amazing Race, but we're going to do Survivor.
We are.
It's a 2-hour premiere. We have to.
Got to do it.
Joleen, are you going to cover Survivor this season?
I am. I took last season off. So Danny's season was the last season that I covered and watched. And I got my husband to cover it. And we did Married to Survivor. And now he's a big Survivor fan. And I think, and you guys know Chill, you know my husband. So yeah. I think he needs to go get on the show. Like he talks about it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I said Cho would be great because he's got a similar personality to Danny. Like he's so likable. He's cool. He's laid back. Yet he's a strong competitor. You know. So yeah, doesn't that sound nice, Danny?
Sounds nice.
So I keep telling him that, and I just told him he has to only can cuddle with guys. That's it. So when it gets cold, you gotta find a buddy.
Yeah.
Which honestly, better to cuddle with guys when it's cold. More body heat, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that a fact? Danny, what advice would you be giving the players that are about to watch their season?
It's best to not take anything personal. Okay, remember that you were in the game at the moment that this stuff happened. Okay, and you were actually playing the game, so you weren't being your true self. You were just trying to win $1 million. So don't ruin your friendships based off what you see on the TV. Those are your real friends now. If they've been your friends that long since after the show, then y'all are real friends.
Yeah, Danny, how much did you consume content comments or recaps or anything while your season was airing? Were you in it, wanted to hear what people were saying, or were you leave me out?
Yeah, I watched them all. I watched them all for Survivor. I watched them all for the challenge. I watched y'all's. I watched all Chantel's. And then the ones that were really bad, I probably made it into 2 episodes. And then I fought to not get in the comments and tell them how trashy their podcast was.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I made the cut then. Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Listen, great content. It's always good to even if you don't like the episode or you don't like the show, to still actually give an actual breakdown instead of every time you mention something, it's well, that sucked, then this sucked, then this sucked.
Yeah.
We're not hearing anything. That's boring.
Right.
That's true. I have the same criticism for a few podcasters out there.
So negative.
Not me,
Name
Sarah.
names.
Not me, though, right?
No. Joleen at least brings comedy to the table.
Yeah, I'll say something sucks, Danny, but in a funny way. So
it's not the whole show. The whole show is not this.
Exactly.
This show sucks, but I'm still podcasting about it.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
First off, if you think something sucks, why are you podcasting about it?
Yes,
Truly.
What? Why?
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into it, you guys. So that means David has first pick. Did we stall enough for you to figure out who your first pick was going to be?
This is really hard because I'm not going to get another pick until 10th.
That's right.
So I'm I kind of want to make what I think is kind of a bold choice.
Oh.
But then I'm is this person still going to be around in 10 picks? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make the bold move, and I'm going to say Sammy is going to do what Xander could not, and he's going to become the youngest Survivor winner ever. And I think he's going to win me a ton of points along the way.
What?
Okay.
I am shocked. David, you often say the young person never wins.
I know. I do often say that, and for some reason, I think it's the Eagle Scout that really got me. I mean, we've had many Eagle Scouts before, but for some reason, it slapped me in the face this time.
This one
and
did
I
it
also
for you.
am
This one did it.
fascinated by the fact that he's a pet cremator.
I mean, what
Yeah.
is that?
He can read people because he's a pet cremator.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
He was I always know what people are saying, and I'm it feels like maybe you don't talk to people that much because you're pets for a living. So I don't know about that, but
Wow.
Okay.
David.
Well, you know what, David? Thank you for going out on that limb.
yeah, you're welcome.
I thought he was going to be last pick, just age-wise, and because he looks like a buffed-up Screech,
Yeah.
So I thought that would kind of be. But I will say, David, he's from Las Vegas, which is going to give him a little bit of street cred and that an older vibe. I feel like he had to see some stuff, in Vegas. I don't know. I'm just making things up as I go. Pet cremator.
Yeah.
He can get down with kind of gross stuff. No offense.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's an interesting choice, but I hope the best for you.
Yeah, I said I was making a bold choice. I'm starting to regret it based on your reactions, but
yeah, he was 15th on. He's 15th.
Stop.
On mine.
Oh my God.
15th.
Well, Sammy, if you're watching, at least I have love for you.
Sorry, Sammy. We don't know anything yet.
Yep. We're usually very wrong in the beginning, so it's all good. Way to go with the bold prediction. Yeah. I there was a lot that I was drawn to when I was watching him with him, but yeah, the age, I was just like, oh,
I know.
I don't
There's
know.
something I thought the same thing. I said the young person never wins, and I said, you know what? This time I'm betting on youth.
They never win because they lack the life experience.
Yeah.
And your brain isn't fully developed until you're like 23.
True.
So he's working with a mushy brain, like a half still brain.
It's actually mushy.
He does look older than 19.
He does.
He does.
So maybe he's lying.
Maybe he carries himself.
He's really 42.
Yeah.
Father.
He doesn't want to get booted for being old. So yeah. All right. Well, that leaves me next. And I actually have 2 first picks. So I'm very, very nervous. Because what if I pick the wrong one?
I know. That's how I felt.
I also have everyone's astrology. Oops, I forgot.
Oh.
Sammy is a Libra. So he's going to find a partner. Yep. He's going to pair up with somebody pretty quickly and be fairly loyal to them.
Oh, he's going to the end, y'all. He's going to the end.
That is not a winning strategy.
Yeah.
Sarah, you've got to cut that person. Okay. The reason I brought that up is because I'm doing a little bit different. I'm going to try to do, there's 4 Sagittariuses.
Oh, wow.
Are there any Aquarius?
There are.
How many? I'll pick them all.
So I am taking a Sagittarius. I want to take them all. And oh God, which one? I think Mariah. Mariah is going to be my first pick.
Oh, you know she was mine. You know.
Really?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I go on style. I'm always team sexy targets. Like people that I love it. Like, no, she looks, oh my gosh. I love her. Her whole vibe.
I love her too. She has a great vibe to me. She has great energy. She is a Sagittarius. She's a teacher. She's from Philly. That's all I'm saying.
Philly? Okay, go Eagles.
Yeah.
I've never been to Philly. I know nothing about it.
Me neither. I've been to Pittsburgh.
She has great hair. Will the hair do something?
Great hair.
Yes, no. Anyone else feeling it?
No. Listen, well, not bad. Okay. I have her at 7.
Okay.
Very positive attitude. She's a teacher. When you're on the island and you get tired of hearing people talk, and sometimes you don't want to hear any positivity, I feel like those moments when she wants to be extra positive, when everybody's like, "Oh God," kind of how they felt about Marianne before. It was like a little too much. So I think maybe that might get her in some trouble. But 7th is not bad.
Not bad.
Oh,
I just
don't
saw
like
that
she's there to make friends, though. Let's get out of that.
I saw that she is a content creator, and I said, pass.
Oh.
Don't need it.
She's one of us. Gross.
Who wants to be a content creator?
Get out of here with that. Unacceptable.
Host a podcast, Mariah. Don't go on Survivor.
You should be talking about the show, not on it. Gosh.
The fact that Joleen is the only one supporting me, now I'm nervous. Now I feel like David.
You should be. Like, I'm the worst at this. I'm the worst. But I'm fun. And my teams are always the best, but they just don't win. Yeah. I love your choice, Sarah. I think, but Danny makes a great point. The kind of possible toxic positivity where it's like, come on guys, and then they're gonna be like, oh god, I'm hungry, because you can't eat happy. So I just feel like that might be not the best, but she just looks so amazing just as a person. Like, I'm just feeling the vibes. I love it. So
all right,
and maybe she'll create content out there, so who knows. She'll teach people TikToks. We've seen that before. True. You get bored. You're like, hey,
You're not.
That's what it win.
Yeah.
No, that's not working. All right, Joleen.
Oh my gosh. So you know me, I'm not prepared at all. But I do have a list, but it's
Yeah.
like,
Great.
you know, I base mine on like, are they sexy? Do they look like targets? And are they
Yes.
around my age? You know?
Okay.
Right.
So Mariah's a lot younger than myself. There's 2 early 40s women and I'm 42. So there's a 42-year-old and a 43-year-old, which I was immediately, okay, so now I'm going to do it for sure, David.
Do it. Do it.
So I was drawn to them, but I do want to know, Sarah, would you mind providing me with who the Aquarius people are?
Yeah. If that helps you. So the Noelle is an Aquarius.
She's on my list.
And Carla is an Aquarius, and Lindsay.
Carla's number 3 on my list. Lindsay's
that's a
number
good
1.
one.
I will take Lindsay. Thank you.
Yeah, you will.
She was my number
Yeah.
1 because she's a nurse. She's
Yes.
42.
Yes.
She gives me. Do you remember on David versus Goliath? I forget her name, but she was a doctor.
Christy.
Yeah, Dr. Sexy underwears, or what did I call her? Dr. Sexy Bra or something?
Oh,
She
Lord.
wore, you know
That is
when women go
not-
on the show and they wear like not a sports bra, they wear like a lacy Victoria's Secret bra. I'm like, is that a
Yeah.
choice by production? I know I'm going to ask Danny, but he's like, how would I know? But why wouldn't you want comfort? Like she literally had like, you know, a wired bra. Like I would never.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
do that.
never.
They pick it
But
up. They pick it
they
up.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains it because I was like, I called her Dr. Fancy Bra. That's what I called her. Dr. Fancy Bra. I'm like, she's so smart. She would have picked something with more comfort, you know, maybe
Yeah.
like a Target Joy Lab sports bra. But I
Sure.
am excited. You guys know what I'm talking about. Lindsay, I mean, 42, in great shape. You know, probably going to be boring to watch, but awesome. I need that in my life. I need to quit chasing the excitement. You know, I need to be more logical. I need to be more like Lindsay. So
I
Lindsay.
love her. I love her.
David, you were going to take her high?
Oh yeah. I loved her. She said, I want to play with a mix of Natalie, Sarah, and Michelle. And I was like, yeah.
But I'm
Great
not
strategy.
Do you see? Well, it's hard to see, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. She lost me at nurse. I don't know. She seemed very caretaker. and
Wow.
that worried
Okay.
me.
Mark it down, everybody. Sarah hates frontline workers.
Oh.
Sarah got canceled.
Definitely not what I'm saying. Thank you very much, David. On the game of Survivor, the person caretaking is not the person winning.
Yes,
Trish from
I have her down as the mom of the tribe. Me and Sarah are on the same page.
Oh.
Thank you,
Mom of
Danny.
the tribe, great personality, but it doesn't usually work out for him. So,
Mhm.
but she seems great though. She does. Seem
Yeah,
great.
right? Gonna be friends. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I think you made a good pick, Jolene.
thanks. I can see all that. And that is even more reason that I'm happy that I picked her. But yeah, she did mention
Yeah.
her kids. But I will
Uh-huh.
say, I do know a lot of nurses, and my husband works in a hospital and he works with a lot of nurses. And nurses, you would think, I think we're at this point in time with the pandemic and stuff, they're tired of caring for people. You know, she's like,
Tired
she's
of
going to
it.
be like, let me play my game. You guys can go die out there. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, good luck to you. Get hydrated. You should know better.
I
But-
hope she
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I don't
hope
think
she
she'll
does.
be the caretaker we think she will be, hopefully.
Mhm.
So we'll see, guys.
Excited for you. Chantel is next, and her first pick has not been taken yet, so she's taken Owen.
Ah,
Damn it.
good one.
Okay.
Who's got anything
You don't like
nice
him,
to
Danny?
say about Owen?
No. He seems good.
Okay.
He seems good. He seems
Oh,
good.
you gave it like a okay.
No,
David's
I
like, I
was
still
saying
have
he
all my
was
picks.
high on my list, and then
Yeah.
I made it all the way to where I was at without them. getting
Okay.
picked. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I like
He
him.
is-
Great personality, fun.
Mhm.
I think he's going to get it done. He seems like he knows a lot about the game. I think
Yeah.
he's going to be fun for his tribe.
Yeah.
He's from Bethesda, Maryland, but lives in New Orleans. He's a college admissions director, and he is a Cancer.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think he's like 30 feels like a good age, right? For Survivor. You can like
Okay.
straddle like the young and the old crowds. He just feels like a complete package to me. Like he's into fitness and backpacking and like outdoorsy type stuff. also a great speaker, very smart. I think it's just a matter of like, can he hide all of those talents well enough to not be a target?
He has to play his own game. He did mention Malcolm, and people are going to assume he plays like, "Woo, he knows a lot about it." I want him to go and inform his own game.
Yeah,
don't get caught up like JD.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. He has an interesting vibe. I couldn't quite. He's middle of the road for me because I couldn't quite figure him out. Like didn't hate him for like he's got great potential, but I also didn't love him because I couldn't quite figure him out.
I love him. He was high on my list. Again, I'm a bad person to go off of, but he says he wants to play like Adam Klein. And I mean, that's, winner strategy. I like Sarah was saying, his vibe. He did say in his interview that he has been working out, even if you can't tell. I could tell. Did you see those calves? They're good calves.
Yeah,
so he's going to lift stuff with his legs.
Yeah.
So,
okay, good.
I'm jealous.
Get to Lefton, buddy. Good to get to Lefton. All right, Danny, hit us first with your
My
first
number
pick.
one is Gabler.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Danny, you're gonna have to explain this one.
This is what happens on Survivor, right? And so you walk in the room, and people already have whatever. They made some type of judgment or thought of like who they think you are, right?
Yes.
Sure.
And if it's negative, and then they find out something about you that is like, oh my God, whatever I thought about you is not true. You actually are an amazing person. Now you seem much more interesting. I want to hear about it. This is the guy of like, all right, I'm not what you think I am. I look totally different. And it's going to draw more people in my opinion, to be like, you know what, let me learn a little bit more about this guy. And if he does it right, he have a bunch of allies. And if he doesn't, then
interesting.
It's a fail. That's just my thought. This is my thought.
Yeah.
I loved him when I saw it because I did the same thing. I was like, I wonder what this guy does.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
he's a heart valve specialist.
Yeah.
Which I feel like he's got to be smart to do that.
Yes.
He's a Virgo, which just means he's detail oriented. Sometimes they do well on these shows. Sometimes they don't. Just depends. And he's a little older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 52. I was reading their the surveys that they fill out. He gave maybe the shortest answers I've ever read. From
I love it. I love it.
And so I was just like, I don't know what to think of you. Like, he mentioned Sandra as a player he'd like to emulate. Good one, but I don't have.
Is he the one that they said, "Why will you win?" And he said, "Yes."
Yes.
I love that. I did love that one.
I'm
surprised I didn't pick him
because how you don't look at me when I it was consistent, like,
I think you have something there, Danny, because he's got he wants to be in the right place at the right time. He's energetic, fun. I don't think people will see him as a threat. And like you said, if he can win them over with his personality, maybe he's a man of fewer words. So he's not going to, over talk and annoy people. Yeah. So they'll just be like, oh, that's just Mike. That's just, Gabler or whatever his name is. Gabler.
He goes by Gabler, I guess.
So, I mean, yeah, and a beard. Beards are good, right, Danny? Beards are good.
Maybe that's why you chose it. Yeah. I feel like if he can escape that trope that we see of older guys being like, you young people need to listen to me. Like if he cannot boss people around, then I definitely think that he could last a while. I still don't know that I would pick him to win, but I love that you picked him, Danny.
But Danny did. Danny sure did. Danny, you get to give us your second pick now.
Okay. Let me see the look on y'all's faces.
Right.
Okay, let me scoot in a little bit. Okay, could have went either way. Okay, but I don't know. It was something about Janine. That just it drew me in to say, you know what?
Yeah,
she is going to give everybody on this cast a run for their money. I don't know. The personality was just amazing. I'm ready to see her play. The hopes that I have for her are huge. So We'll see. I see that. I like the look. I like the look y'all just gave me on that one. Yes, that's
She's a good one. She's a really good one.
She was my other number one. Janine and Mariah were my equally number one. She is a Sagittarius, the best sign. She's from San Francisco. She's a UX designer, which I don't even know what it means, but that
user
means
experience.
Sure. Great.
It means
So
they
where do
do
you
like
do that?
app interfaces and stuff to make sure that you like HBO Max is easy to navigate as a user.
Oh,
They're like all about the design of things like that.
So you have to be smart to do that, but it's a creative field because you are carrying.
Or not HBO Max. I'm sorry, Paramount Plus. That's what's.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, great plug.
Yeah.
That is on trend.
I want
Danny,
to
I
hear
love this.
her give that backstory in a finale speech of like, my dad was a farmer in China. He came to America. He got his PhD. He raised me to be XYZ. I'm like, I want to hear that story. So
not until the finale though. Don't tell anybody.
Zip it. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I think she's a great pick. I mean, I had her high on my list. The backstory, her energy was really great. So, I mean, and she's smart. It's all good stuff. 24, her brain's fully developed. It's all good.
Yeah.
Good pick. Good pick.
Not mushy.
Not much shame. Barely solidified.
Right.
Yeah. Chantel's next pick is James.
Ooh,
I welcome that. Yes. Great.
James is also from Philly. We have another Philly. He's an event planner, but he was a child chess prodigy, I think what he said.
Yeah.
He's into chess. He's a Taurus. So I couldn't pick him because he's a Taurus, but I'm sure he has other wonderful qualities.
Sarah, what's wrong with Taurus? What do they do?
They're just the most stubborn. They will not change a plan. They get stuck in a plan.
My best friend is a Taurus
pivot.
since I was little. And she does get stuck in plans, but she's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tough on these shows because you really do need to pivot at times and like, sorry, we're not voting out that person right now, and they have a hard time changing.
But I had him at number 3 because
wow,
and it was good that you said they get stuck on plans because when he said it's all about timing, I was like, you got me. At first it was chess, and I was like, okay, he's gonna try to do too much. All right. And then it was like, you know what? Sometimes you just got to let other people go crazy, and then you have to pop up at the right time. And I can remember myself saying that of like, okay, now it's time to get record out. All right. All the other stuff didn't matter. Whoever takes our record is going to be the winner. And it's all about the timing. He got me with that one. The chess thing worries me a little bit because he may be overthinking and trying to think too far ahead. But
I feel like the club management world intrigues me as someone who's probably really good at like dealing with egos and crazy different personalities and that kind of thing, and like the fact that he like thrives in chaos makes me think maybe he can like keep a level head in stressful situations. But he wasn't necessarily high on my list, but I could see him doing well.
Yeah, he wasn't on my list, but
There's not on the list.
It's not even.
He wasn't. I didn't
Completely
even make
off
it.
the list.
I didn't think about. I like his age. 37. That's a great age for a dude. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'll be interested to see if the right time is actually the right time, or if it's his perspective of the right time. You know, like it's not the right time. That's what I'll be looking for. Joleen,
I'm going back and forth with 2. Can you remind me? Is it the last 2 Aquarius?
Carla and
Noelle.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going back and forth with.
Oh, they're both.
I know. Okay, so I had Carla higher up, but Noelle, I just get good feelings about. I have a feeling Danny likes Noelle, so that intrigues me more for her.
Or maybe Carla.
Or maybe Carla, yeah, but you're pushing for her, so I think I'm reading your poker face. However,
neither one of them is going to be around by the time you get back to your turn. Just say that.
Oh, okay.
So-
I thought you were talking about game wise. I'm like, dang, Sarah, you are really coming in. But don't worry, they won't be around after the first week. Okay, I gotta be okay. You know what? Okay, so Carla lives by the motto: if you don't like something, change it. Which, hello, I do that all the time with my hair. Okay, so she's resilient. I mean, educational project manager, low income household, Mexican immigrant parents. My husband, Mexican immigrant parents. Like, it's just so. Oh,
are you
such
saying
good.
you're going with Carla, or are you still thinking it through?
I gotta go with her. I'm gonna give up Noelle because I think Noelle's gonna be amazing, and I think Noelle could be a winner pick. But there's something about Carla. She's my girl.
Interesting.
Did
I really
Carla
thought
like
you were
the-
gonna.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I really thought you were gonna list all these reasons to go with Carla,
And then-
but I'm going with Noelle.
I should have. Oh my gosh! But because I think Danny wants her, I'm going with Noelle.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The lie. Did she say she likes to lie and start drama? Is that Carla?
Oh, I
is
like
that
her even
Carla?
more if she did.
I didn't
say
hear that.
I have it written down here that Carla likes to
Oh.
lie and start drama, but she may find herself in early trouble. Maybe I wrote it about the wrong name, but if that's Carla, thanks for picking her.
Yeah.
And that's how I picked Danny. That is exactly how I
Yeah, there was something about Carla where she said something like something about lying, I'll lie to your face.
Yeah, she said she had to do it for food back
Yeah.
in the day, and she
Mhm.
doesn't mind doing it now, especially on Survivor. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that
Intentional.
actually moved her up my list. I was like, oh,
right? I hope she frees the
yeah.
chickens. I hope all the good stuff for her.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Carla, besides being an Aquarius, is from San Diego, but she lives in Newark, Delaware. I didn't know that was a place. She's 28 years old, and she's an educational project manager. But yeah, she has like a fun, feisty, cool vibe that either people are going to love or not.
Right.
Right?
I see
She
her
likes
asking for
brunch.
someomes jacket. Can I get you?
Yes.
I'm taking your jacket. Are you going to take your jacket?
Yeah.
Can I get your
I
jacket?
see that, Jolene.
So, yeah, I'm still going to go with it. I still think
Yeah.
it's a really good choice for me. You know,
I think it is a good choice for you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to win. I'm just,
Yeah. You're
here
here to
for a
make
good
friends.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here for a good time. Well, as much as I want to take Noelle from you, we're still not through the Sagittariuses. So I'm going out on a limb here, guys. This is not someone I would normally pick. But where is he on my list? He
Don't
is
do
a
it.
Sagittarius, and it's just
Dang it.
Such a good pick.
That was my next pick.
haha, you don't get him.
Ugh.
Jesse, I don't know what is up with him. He is from Venice, California, but he now lives in Durham, North Carolina because he goes to Duke,
He works
where he's a
at Duke.
political science PhD. Oh, I thought he was still getting his PhD. He already got his PhD?
Well, I think maybe you work at
Something
Duke
like that.
when you're getting your PhD. I don't know.
That's way too much smarty pants for me, but I love it because no one's going to expect it. He looks very intense in this photo.
Gable, yeah, see?
Still pushing him. I love it.
like him, please, like him.
Well, he mentioned in his survey that he went from being in a gang to being, at the top of academics. And so he feels like, he can survive sort of in any kind of situation or navigate any kind of situation. And he kept going on and on about how much he studied voting patterns. And I'm like, I don't know what you mean by that, but I think that's going to help you win.
Yeah. Well, he seems to think so. You guys
Yeah.
have to vote in Survivor, so sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
Danny,
I
where
think-
was he?
I had him at 9. Just it says he will need the ability to adapt. I know he had the past and where he is now. So he just has to make sure he stays steady on that. But he said he works in voting systems. So
Yeah.
I guess trying to figure out how people will vote politically.
Yeah.
So he has some smarts to him, and he knows the system. So hopefully he can bring a little bit of that to Survivor. But I had him at number 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just see if that translates. No one's ever come into the game saying, I know about voting. So,
Know about voting.
we'll
Not how to
see.
get people to vote, but just how
Yeah.
they vote.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's
That's
like, I'm
just
not going to
so
try to manipulate.
that's so much good experience because he's got the life experience. He's had this whole, like, he's almost had 2 lives within one, which brings a lot to the table in Survivor, because that's adaptability, outlast, outwit. Like, he's done that in his regular life. So I feel like that's a good pick. I mean, he definitely was on my list. But again, I don't pick
It's
winners.
a bit
So.
worrisome how much Joleen and I are connecting right now.
You should be worried, Sarah. You need to reevaluate. You need to get some sleep.
Really, look, I did say I'm going out on a weird. I've never just done by sign, but I'm just so tired of like winning these. So I just, just wanted to do something different. Okay, David.
Do I get 2 now?
Yeah.
Okay. First, I'm going to go with another member of the Baka tribe, and I'm picking Ellie Scott.
Yes.
I like her.
Fun.
I like her. She got a little bit of physicality stuff. She talked about rock climbing. I was like, okay, I hope that means you can, hang in the physical competition portion of the game. Excelled at school sort of later in life. She got a 4.0 in her master's and doctoral degrees. And I really liked how she talked about I have to abandon my psychologist ethics and adopt survivor ethics, which are very different things. And I love someone who's in the game, and understanding I have to do what I have to do in this game to win this game. And it's separate from real life,
I have her at 14 only because listen, no, not because of that. Okay, listen, my wife Kiki is a psychologist. Okay, and it's very hard for them to turn that brain off. It is nearly impossible. We were sitting at a bar and I look to the left and she's literally reading the person next to her. I'm talking about, I can tell you every piece of information that in their life. It's almost impossible. So if she's able to do it, great. But I do have her as it says good sleeper pick. Great energy. Just if she can turn off the psychology brain and being ethical and more morally correct, then I think she'll be okay.
So my 2 picks, if I have this right, are 14th and 15th on your list.
David, killing it.
So
you're going to prove me wrong.
I'm going to aim for. I'm going to try to get that 16th pick. Is that still available? I'm going to try to grab that.
16 is still available.
Okay.
That's coming up next. Look, I love a psychologist, and if she's not going to win, just give us a bunch of confessionals where she's analyzing everybody and give us their diagnosis, and I'll be thoroughly entertained with that. I would like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she was on my list, and she was high on my list, but I think Danny does have it with, he's got the inside scoop with his wife. It is going to be probably difficult for her because she's got to go back into the real world and still have a job after this. So she can't be as cutthroat as she says she wants to be.
Right.
So that could be a hindrance, but she seemed to just, again, it's vibes. It's, she comes off very, clever, cool. So she could surprise us.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good pick for number 14. Good job,
Thank you,
David.
Thank you.
She is an Aries, by the way. She's going to be very active, and I think she'll do well physically.
Okay.
They dropped their video pretty late too, David. Okay, they dropped their video really late. I think it was the last one for them to get up.
Yeah,
this was probably
that was it.
Yeah,
she's gonna be great.
Yeah. Okay, is this my 3rd and final pick?
Yes, this is it.
Okay. Well, I am stealing Naka from you all.
She was my number 2.
Is that your number 16, Danny?
Nope.
Okay. Is she lower than 16?
No, she's number 8. She's number 8.
Okay.
Well, let me
I love her.
Yep.
I feel like I think she has to embed socially right away. I feel like she comes off very lovable, and I want everybody on the cast to love her and be like, I need Nika around all the time. But she just has this joy about her. And she mentioned Suri as someone that she wants to play like, and someone that I think she thinks she can play like. And I'm like, make that happen, Nika. I want that to be true for you.
Mm-hmm. We don't have her birthday. We don't know her sign.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, she's probably a Sagittarius, Sarah.
Oh, well. That's good for you then. Good for you for getting that. She's a pharmacist from Texas.
Texas.
I think you have to be somewhat smart to be a pharmacist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's gorgeous, but I don't know. Couldn't really figure her out. Anyone else?
Well, she said, so I have here, she may lack the physical ability to stay out of trouble early. And also, she says she can't lie, cheat, and do all the things that you may have to do on Survivor. And if you can't do that, then you have to have an amazing social game. If you're going to play a game where you don't tell any lies, then you got to be really, really great at what you're doing on the show. So that's why she was a little lower, but it seems great. But I can't lie, I can't cheat. You know, you got to tell one.
True. Yeah.
Well, she says she can influence people, so I think her game's going to be trying to get other people to do it for her. But that's going to be a harder game.
It's
sometimes,
because it's tricky to then say like, oh, I know you did it, but I'm the one who told you to do it. It's like, okay, but I actually did it. Like,
but
I need you to lie.
I know she's the oldest woman too on the season. So I mean, at 43, I mean that's not
ancient. Oh my God.
I mean, if this were Big Brother, she would be gone
on her deathbed.
I can't believe she's alive.
I know. She's the geriatric player that's going to steal the season, David.
Yeah. Yes.
I love it.
Thank you, Joleen.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so torn. I really want to take Noelle from you, Jolene.
You shouldn't.
But there's one more Sagittarius, and I could be completely Sagittarius if I take.
Who is it? I'll tell you.
I'm just gonna do it, and I'll pay for it later, guys. I'll pay for it later. But I'm taking Cody.
That's not a bad choice, though.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Good.
Why?
I mean,
we have two people from Honolulu.
That's right. That's right.
Do they know each other?
It's a sibling twist.
Yes, I think they know each other, you guys. Besides being a Sagittarius, he lives in Honolulu and he does elevator sales. I don't know.
Oh, great.
But
an escalator as well. Don't forget about the escalator.
Anything
they
that
sell
goes
themselves.
Up.
Yeah.
Look, if he's a true salesman, that will be helpful.
Yeah.
If that's his jam. I don't know though. I really,
Sarah, just to make your choice, just so you can cement that you made a good choice. On his butt cheeks, he has tattooed "livin'," not even living.
Oh.
Yeah, no. When I heard him say that, I was like, "That's such a Sagittarius thing to do."
Oh my God.
True.
You go, Cody. You go.
Yeah. He is acting like life is an adventure and he's just here for the fun of it. And that is classic Sagittarius. So I hope there's a little bit more to him, or at least he might be just fun to watch. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling about that. Danny, where was he?
I have him at number 4.
Oh,
wow.
I have him at number 4. I love his personality. He's like one of those island guys. I don't want to say Ozzy because Ozzy's never won. But he has that type of vibe. He seems like he's going to be super loyal. I don't know. I get the loyal vibe from him, but everybody loves a provider. All right. And if he can provide, especially if he's on the tribe where he's the only one that can do it, I can see him making it far.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once people find out about his tattoo, he'll be less of a threat because it's like he's got living on his butt. You have to take that seriously.
Hopefully they never see his tattoo.
I think you should show it to them all and be like, see, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not a threat.
Right. Keep me in. All right, Jolene, your girl is available. Are you taking
obviously
Noelle?
I'm taking her because I'm going to have Team Aquarius then.
Yes.
Wow.
This is so exciting. We never have that many Aquarius players on these shows, I feel like.
We really don't. We don't. There she is. Story. She seems like a badass from
Total
Manchester, New Hampshire. And she has this great Paralympian story.
Yes, I love it. I tend to like players that are a little older, so 25 is a little young for me, but I feel like with, you know, her experience and all she's achieved, she's going to have older vibes. And yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about her. She says she wants to. Oh, what I liked about her is I think she said she wanted to play like Kelly Wentworth. Is she the one that said she wanted to play like Kelly?
Ooh,
and she's going to go
that.
searching out, finding idols, doing the damn thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel good. You guys look a little skeptical, but I think Danny well, I know Danny liked her, so I feel good.
Listen, I love Noelle. I had her at number 5. Okay, it says good. Physical player, tough mindset. She has to work not to show up her castmates. She seems ultra competitive, and it seems like, you know, she's going to be, hey, listen, we need to hurry up and we need to get this stuff done. Also, we know Survivor. Okay, a great story like hers.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I can see them. No way. There's no way we're going to let her make it to the end. So she got to be out there searching. And she,
Danny, if you had a Paralympian on your season, would you have thought, like, I got to get her out because I can't beat that story in the finale?
Listen, if she's likable, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you know, if she rubs people the wrong way and they can't stand her, then I'm like, okay, keep her. But if and has that great story and she does well in challenges, you may as well just write the check to her.
Yeah.
But you can't take her out too soon just because of her story. So by then she'll have to like start winning, and then maybe she'll just have some idols or something and keep herself in it. Yeah.
Sarah, are you talking about optics? Is that a Big Brother term this season? Optics? Can't take her out because of optics?
I'm just saying I wouldn't take her out too early, but I also wouldn't talk about it on the live feeds.
I would love for her to come on and be like, I'm gonna be the villain because, like, you know, people are gonna be after me because of my story, so I'm gonna like make people hate me kind of thing.
She doesn't give, maybe it's she just doesn't give me that, but
no
or the ability to do that.
I'd love to see it.
It would be cool.
People that have been through things that she have, they are an inspiration, and it's hard to be a villain when you've been an inspiration for your entire
life. It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Chantel's next pick is Justine.
Ooh.
Who was probably last on my list.
No.
Really?
Not last on mine.
Yeah.
She seemed cool, self-aware.
29-year-old from Marina Del Rey in cybersecurity sales. Does someone say something nice about her?
Well, she's cool, self-aware, and she said she comes from a man's world working in tech. And so, okay, those are 3 nice things. That's nice, right? Those are nice.
Yeah, she lost me when she was like, she started talking about the men too much. And I was like, if she's just aligns with all the men, I'm going to just be very annoyed.
But
that was my first impression.
Might be a good strategy, even if you don't like it.
I guess it's not the
she
worst.
She seemed to be someone, I mean, you know, she's got the sales thing, and we know how those people are with like talking their way through things. And then she was going on and on about some car accident where she is like, I talked him down to $400 and I got the door replaced the next day and whatever, you know. She just feels like she maybe has lived a little bit of a charmed life because of how she looks, where she's from, and all that stuff. Beautiful. But sometimes those people, they just cast a spell on you and you do whatever they want, you know?
I agree with David. Yeah. Seems that way. I do have her sheet that she may be underestimated as a challenger. I actually think she's going to be really good at the challenges. But the rest of that, spot on, David. I'm 100% with you on that one.
Yeah.
And we don't have her birthday, so we do not know.
Oh, interesting.
And she was at number 10 on mine. Sorry.
Okay.
Sarah, I think you might be onto something with the guy thing, because she does have a close relationship with her dad, and she said that her dad kind of raised her like the son he didn't have. So she's used to being, you know, around guys and stuff. So that could be, you know, not something you prefer to watch, but that could be good for her game to kind of get in with some of the guys.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if she can hang and if she is physically able to do the comps and then yeah, that's a great mix. But when you talk about it in your interview, I go, okay.
Sarah's looking for the girl's girl.
Just show me. Yes, you know, I just love that girl. No. All right, Danny, last pick.
And we have 4 left.
Last pick.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm picking this person, right? And it's and the person that I'm picking them with, their names rhyme, but this is not why I picked them. Okay.
Oh.
I'm going with Gio.
Gio is a Leo.
Yes, and I think very sneaky. Also Romeo with Gio, you know, but very sneaky vibes. Very sneaky vibes I'm getting from him. So I think he's going to be one of those people who plays from the bottom, and he's going to continue to find a way to make it through these tribals, until nobody notices him anymore. And it's going to be players that are soon to be bigger than him, and he's going to end up at the end of the game. Is he going to win? I don't know, but I think he'll end up at the end.
Look at that smirk. I mean, that's I'm getting to the end smirk. That's like a Ricard kind of. I got it. I know what.
That's confidence right there. That's confidence.
Yeah. I liked him a lot. He's like middle of the pack for me. He's the other one from Honolulu. I can't wait for him and the other guy, Cody, to be like, hey, man, we're besties. He's a project manager. Sure. What else do we know? What else? What does he actually do? What does he manage?
He quit, so it doesn't matter. He quit his job to be on Survivor. So he's on Survivor
He's actually
now.
unemployed.
Yep. I love it.
He really wants this.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we love a Leo, David.
Yeah. I mean, he's a hiker. He's a diver. I always kind of look out for those people who love the water because that's like such a huge part of the game.
Yeah.
So good for you to scoop him up with that regard. He was, making references to the Cochrans and the Boston Robs. Like those are maybe a bit obvious picks, but good ones in terms of who you want to play. Like also from Hawaii. We'll see if he knows. Who's the other one from Hawaii?
Cody.
Cody.
Living. We call him Living now.
Yeah.
Living.
L-I-V. Or no, I spelled it wrong. I was spelled with an E. L-I-V.
These are really interesting teams. So Danny, because we were all over the place, did you get most of what you wanted?
Like
your
did.
top 5?
I got everyone I wanted except who was number 3. Where's number 3? Gosh, I don't see him. James, the chess player.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had James with number 3. Just the timing thing. Like that's how I see the game needing to be played, and if he can do it, then great.
Yeah.
It's just hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 out of my top 4. Go ahead, David.
I was just going to say, I'm not surprised Dwight is left over.
Yeah, let's go through who's left over.
17.
Just because he fully came out and
young.
said, I have no outdoor skills. And I was like, sir.
Step aside, please.
Yeah.
Well,
He's so cute.
He's like, I went to Stanford. I have to convince people that I'm not smart. And I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
This is what you're thinking of? No, I don't know.
He's a Virgo. Yeah, he's a grad student. Yeah. This is a recipe for disaster, it sounds like.
Sorry, Dwight.
Another person that wasn't chosen was Cassidy, who I actually have pretty high on my list.
I know. I was going to say I feel like I almost picked her, in fact, in my last little set of 2 picks. But she was like, into the underwater exploring. I don't quite know what she means by that, but I liked that she was like, I'm manipulative, I'm persuasive, I'm, not physically intimidating. And that can be a huge asset to sort of be
like
capable
Parvati
physically.
vibes.
But yeah, right. Exactly.
I could see that.
She's a Capricorn. She's a designer from Texas. She's obviously very artsy.
Ooh, she's a Capricorn, like Janelle.
Wow. She's a January Capricorn, though. So I bet you, looking at her, she has some Aquarius in there. Like, I bet her Mercury is Aquarius.
Yeah.
Um,
You can tell. You can tell.
I'm out here like, oh, yes, of course. And it's
absolutely.
all like,
You stand out.
know what any of that means.
Who else?
It's Ryan.
And then Ryan, yeah. which was another one that I think has lots of assets to him. Fishing, carpentry. He's like going to build the shelter and provide food for the tribe.
Oh, yeah. I have him high on my list, too. Like, he's in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
16. You know,
Okay.
I think he's from El Paso, though. 16. He's from El Paso. He's from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be an early goodbye.
Really? Why?
No, I loved his vibe. He has a mild cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
Which I hope doesn't hold him back at all from like the physical comps. I mean, it's mild, so I can't.
Yeah.
I have no
idea. He says he's good at puzzles. I feel like there's like, he just gives me like there's a naivety to him. I feel like early on he'll be targeted. He came in saying he's a triple threat, but are you?
What are you? They all think
look at that smile.
If you have to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks so nice, almost too nice for this game. Like an early, you're gonna go after it. Just see you later.
Okay.
He has too much trust in his ability to read people. He made a note of saying, I'm good at reading people. I'm gonna make sure that I know what everybody's thinking before they're thinking it. I'm like,
yeah.
It depends, because you may be on the tribe with the psychologist.
Yes. You might be with Ellie.
This is a good question. Who was everyone's last pick since we have these leftovers?
He was mine. Ryan was mine.
Ryan was?
Really?
Mine was Sammy, who was David's first pick.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, Sammy was like second to last.
How about that? I would honestly say probably Mariah was my last pick.
Who was my first pick? Look at us.
Yeah.
Yin and yang.
No, Noelle, if I could have got her, but I didn't.
Noelle was your last?
No, I'm sorry. She would have been the pick ahead of my last one. So I actually got my last pick. The final pick.
But who was last on your
list?
No,
like last on your list.
Didn't you want?
Oh, who was the
Danny,
18th pick? Who's
don't
number
take
18?
your 18th pick.
Oh, number 18 was Carla.
That's a
Danny, reconsider. Well, I think it's because you said she was looking to stir up some drama, and that's not a Danny
trait. He's coming in hot. Looking for people to lie to.
And that's what I like about her.
Yeah, right?
Who was your last one? Oh, you said Sammy. That's right.
Yeah. So Ryan, Cassidy, and Dwight are left over. Audience, that's who you guys get. Because we just have to keep track of the points, and sometimes the people who don't get drafted win the whole show, and that's just how, like, literally. No, Turner's not winning. Stop! Don't put that in. But that happens sometimes, and that is hilarious. All right, well, I think everyone is fairly happy with their teams, which is exciting.
Yes.
We have two teams: your team, Sarah, and my team, which are our signs, which are kind of fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm happy.
Danny's are like from a professional, and then David's
Danny's were so strategic, and mine were like, I like her vibes. She has a butterfly tattoo.
Jolene's like, she's hot. I pick her.
Big calves. I was like, those are nice calves.
Big calves, mushy brain. I'm just really looking at that stuff. I don't think I've ever won one of these, right?
No.
Nobody.
Like, of course not.
Look at Sarah, she's gonna have to think about it.
No. You actually won a Big Brother one. I'd have to go back and see. Like, you might have won Big BB Can or something.
Well, I'm better with picking that than Survivor, because Survivor you just never know. I feel like Survivor is so like it's much easier to call Big Brother, but Survivor you don't know. It's a lot harder.
It's complex, and you can win different ways, right?
Yep.
Don't have to be just a All right, so everyone gets points for immunity wins. If there's a reward, you get a point. We get 2 points for an immunity win. Reward is 1 point. If you get an idol or find advantage, you get points. If you you use an idol that actually works with a save, you get more points. If there's a thing where you come back in the game, you're going to get points. If you make it to the merge, you get a point. And then you get points for final tribal council and votes and all that stuff. I have a spreadsheet. I keep track of it. I will post periodically and we'll talk about it. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Cool.
I'll be watching.
Yay!
I'll be watching.
Danny, you'll have to come back and give us your opinion throughout the season. But is everybody excited about tomorrow? Yes?
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Yay.
I love this show.
Listen, so you know, I have a coworker who stopped watching the show because of the hourglass twist. And now that it's gone, and she's been watching the show since it came on. She's an older lady, like 55, 56. She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And now she's gonna watch season 43. So welcome back.
So
she watched your season, and then
she watched my season, and then
she was like,
she said, "I'm done. I'm done." So she didn't watch 42 for the first time in since season 1.
That's
Danny. When you started that, I thought you were like, I have a friend who stopped watching after that twist.
Yeah. I know someone.
You sold it. Okay, well, glad she's back. I personally loved that hourglass. It tortured you guys so much.
Me too. I'll be honest. I'm sorry.
I relished in.
I never thought. I mean, I loved it too, but I never thought about it from the perspective of Jeff. You told us to fight and earn it, and we fought and earned it, and then you took it away.
Yeah, I mean, as a player, it's awful. Yes.
Horrible.
As a viewer who likes it when players get tortured.
Well, it's going bye-bye.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been outvoted. All right. It's gone. Well, thank you, everybody in the chat who was hanging out with us, talking about the cast, talking about your picks. We really appreciate it. Danny, thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Joleen, thank you for coming on. Danny, is there anything you want to plug or have people follow you or anything?
Sure. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Danny McCray 40. Twitter is Danny DMac44. And just be on the lookout for the Challenge Championship on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
You did that so well. That's right. You got to go represent that World Championship. We're all very excited about that. And so, I know David and I are covering Survivor, and we'll have guests back on to talk about it throughout the season. Joleen, you're going to be covering it. Everyone knows to subscribe to you.
Yeah, we're finishing up on Big Brother. We just have the week left if we can all make it through. And are you guys paying attention to the feeds? Are you?
No.
Oh yeah, David, I forgot. David's like, I have better things.
Well, and especially at this point,
I know.
Is there anything worth watching?
I mean, if you want to be sad, yes, there are many things.
What a pitch.
Yeah,
That's great.
I do videos about the sadness, but you don't. You might not.
No,
care
no,
for it.
I'm barely going to make it to the finale for that. Yay. All right. That is it. Oh, Chantel, Reality Realness. You guys know and love her. So please make sure you're subscribed to her as well for this season.
Yes.
All
And if
right.
you guys aren't in the chat, leave us a comment and tell us who your picks are for your draft, your dream draft team. Who are your faves?
You said that with such enthusiasm, Dave.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
You're so. Also, tell us who's got the winning team here. I want to know everyone's opinion on who. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right, thank you.